Broken-hearted people always trying to spend my time.
We're getting a fan base. Fan base. Fan base.
Connected right into my mind.
4 people.
Everything's okay.
Alright, hello and welcome again to our weekly vlog. I am Aaron Stuvey and with me as always is Julie Rouse. This week we are going to talk about our jobs. We want our few viewers to know that we do more than just advise the yearbook and newspaper respectively here at the school. We talked last week about our personal lives and what we do outside of this building, but honestly being here takes up more time than either of us would probably like. And it's not just because of the newspaper and the yearbook. So I will go through my day with you first, and then I'll leave it to Miss Rouse because her day is far more difficult. I come to school, I usually get here around 7 o'clock in the morning, try to get some work done, go to the office, get my mail. Sometimes I go upstairs and talk to my friend when I should be working. But you know, that's par for the course. And then first period I have a study hall. So I have no complaints there. It's a nice way to start the day. Second period is my plan, which I spend in this room with Miss Rouse while she teaches newspaper. And sometimes I just have to leave though because there's too much learning going on in that environment. And then my day actually kicks in period when I teach a video journalism filmmaking class, and that class you can, if you go to my website, you could probably figure out a lot of stuff that I do in that class and send me emails if you're ever confused, and I can help you out. It'd be like you're taking my class on the run upstairs to the English department where I teach a class of creative writing, which is my baby. I love that class. I used to teach 2 classes of creative writing and I gave one away so I could take over the yearbook. I'm still a little confused about why I did that. And then so I teach that, and then I come back down here for lunch, and then I have my yearbook, and then I have video yearbook, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's the yearbook on a disc. We do short films and little journalistic type pieces, and when students buy a yearbook, they get a video yearbook as well. And then I have another video journalism filmmaking class, and then we have our end of the day study hall called GPS, Guided Personal Study, and then I'm usually here till 4:30. Is that about right? Mm-hmm. And that's what I do every single day. I have to have a job, it's the one I want. I don't want to have a job, but since I have to have a job, I'm glad I have this one. And that's me. Your turn.
Okay, well my day, I start off first hour is my planned period, and I usually get here about 6:45. I don't like traffic at all, and so I would rather wake up 45 minutes before I really need to in order to beat traffic and get here. And I also am not a morning person, and so the more time I have by myself to acclimate to my surroundings, the less cranky I tend to be when I actually have to start interacting with people. So yeah, so I get here early. And I bring all my stuff here, and then I go upstairs, and I'm upstairs for my planned period just because I'm still not really admitting that I teach more comm arts classes than English classes.
It'll happen.
It'll happen. Second hour newspaper, and then I book it upstairs to teach a section of advanced placement, language and composition, which is basically your those of you who went to college, you had to take a freshman writing course. That's basically what my fourth hour is. My first section of pop culture studies. This is a class, creative writing is his baby. Pop culture studies, that's my baby. I wrote this curriculum 6 years ago when we went through the curriculum cycle 7 years ago. And back then it was called Contemporary Media Issues because we were afraid of community reaction to a class that was gonna allow kids to
Watch movies,
watch movies and
read
television
comic books.
shows and things like that. But what we do is we really analyze it through a cultural studies lens. And that's actually what my master's degree is in, popular culture. And part of the reason why I wanted a master's degree in that was because of the research that I did to actually create. So last year we changed the title, so now it's pop culture studies. And so I teach that 4th hour, and I love it. And then 5th hour, I am a tech trainer in the building. So that means that I have a walkie-talkie, and when there are technical problems that teachers or students have, they call the office, and the office calls on the walkie and says, "We need a tech trainer to room 345."
And then Miss Rouse turns off her walkie-talkie.
That's not true. I do not turn off the walkie-talkie. I try to do it every hour is my other section of pop culture studies. And then 7th hour is just a plain old regular English 11 class. And they're just a bunch of sweet kids, and it really is, I almost hesitate to say this because it's like, you know, when the pitcher has the perfect game, you don't say anything,
Mhm.
but it is the calmest 7th hour I've ever had in 10 years of teaching.
Oh, wow, that's a bold statement.
I know, like, really, the number of times that I've had to say, you know, like, quiet down or anything, no, like, they're just good kids, and so that's kind of nice. And then I come back down here for GPS for the end of the day, and help kids with newspaper. Sometimes I'll write passes for kids from my English class who need help, and so that's my day. So I pretty much teach something different every hour. Just like Stevie, I mean, you know, my dream job would be to marry someone who's independently wealthy,
Me too.
and write, and teach piano lessons. And that's my dream job, but since I can't have my dream job, this is a pretty good second.
Mhm.
It really is. I can't imagine doing anything else.
Me neither. I couldn't do anything else. I know for a fact. I've had enough other jobs to know that this is the one that I'm good at. So hopefully I don't get fired this
I would
year.
like to give a shout out to Mrs. Gogi Sapensky.
Me too.
Who actually said to me on Tuesday how much she loved watching our vlog because we make her laugh.
Woohoo!
So thanks, Gogi. Okay.
All right. Next week we'll talk about something. I don't know.
It'll be awesome.